Identity reset isn't about changing what you do. It's about changing who you believe you are. Most people spend their lives trying to fix their actions without addressing the root their identity. You can set all the goals you want, build all the habits you think will help, but if your identity doesn't align with those goals, you'll always revert to old patterns. Today, we're doing a full identity reset. Not a 30-day challenge. Not a quick fix. One day, a day that will shift the trajectory of your life because it changes the core of who you are. Let's start with the hard truth. You are not your past, your mistakes, or the labels others have given you. You are not the person who struggled yesterday, who procrastinated last week, or who felt stuck last month. Those are actions, not your identity. Identity is the story you tell yourself about who you are consciously and unconsciously. And that story dictates every choice you make, every risk you take, every boundary you set, and every dream you pursue. If your story is "I'm bad with money," you'll keep making poor financial choices. If your story is "I'm not a morning person," you'll never stick to a morning routine. If your story is "I'm not capable of success," you'll self-sabotage before you even try. That's the power of identity. It's the invisible force driving your life. The problem is, most of us didn't choose our identity. It was handed to us by our parents, our teachers, our peers, our failures, our successes. We absorbed it like a sponge, and now we live by it without even questioning if it's true. You might think you're in control of your life, but if you haven't intentionally defined your identity is controlling you. Today, we take that control back. We erase the old story and write a new one. A story that serves you, that empowers you, that aligns with the life you want to live. First, we need to unlearn the old identity. Unlearning isn't forgetting, it's recognizing that the story you've been telling yourself is not a fact. It's a choice you made unconsciously, but a choice you can unmake. To unlearn, you need to audit your current identity. What do you tell yourself about who you are? What beliefs do you hold about your abilities, your worth, your potential? Write them down mentally, no excuses, no sugarcoating. Be honest, do you believe you're someone who quits when things get hard? Do you believe you're someone who is unworthy of love or success? Do you believe you're someone who is stuck, who can't change? Those are the pieces of your old identity that we need to remove. Let's be clear, unlearning is uncomfortable. It means challenging beliefs you've held for years, beliefs that have become part of your sense of self. But discomfort is not a sign that you're doing something wrong, it's a sign that you're growing. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, and unlearning your old identity is the first step out of that zone. You don't have to hate your old self. You just have to recognize that your old self was a product of your environment, your experiences, and your unexamined thoughts. It's not who you are now, and it's not who you have to be. Once you've audited your old identity, it's time to let it go. Letting go doesn't mean dismissing your past or the lessons you've learned. It means releasing the hold those beliefs have on you. It means accepting that your past does not define your future. It means choosing to stop living by a story that no longer serves you. How do you let go? You stop reinforcing the old story. Every time you catch yourself thinking, "I'm bad at this," you correct it. Every time you hear that voice in your head telling you you're not good enough, you silence it. You stop feeding the old identity and start starving it. Because an identity that isn't fed dies. Now, the most important part, defining your new identity. This is not about wishful thinking. It's about creating an identity that is both authentic and empowering. Your new identity should be specific, actionable, and aligned with the life you want to live. It's not enough to say, "I'm a successful person." What does success mean to you? What kind of person does it take to achieve that success? Do you need to be disciplined, focused, resilient? Kind? Specificity is key. Your new identity should be something you can see yourself embodying. Something that feels true to who you want to be, not who you think you should be. Let's break it down. If you want to fix your life, you need to define the person who already has the life you want. For example, if you want to be someone who is healthy and fit, your new identity isn't "I want to lose weight." It's I am someone who prioritizes my health, who moves my body daily, who fuels my body with nutritious food. If you want to be someone who is financially free, your new identity isn't I want to make more money. It's I am someone who manages my money wisely, who invests in my future, who creates multiple streams of income. If you want to be someone who has meaningful relationships, your new identity isn't I want more friends. It's I am someone who is kind, who listens deeply, who shows up for the people I care about. Your new identity must be rooted in being, not doing. Doing is temporary. Being is permanent. When you focus on being the person you want to be, the doing follows naturally. You don't have to force yourself to work out. You work out because that's who you are. You don't have to force yourself to save money. You save money because that's who you are. You don't have to force yourself to be kind. You're kind because that's who you are. That's the power of identity-based change. It's not about willpower. It's about alignment. When your actions align with your identity, change becomes effortless. Now, we're going to put this into action right now. In this day, this isn't a theoretical exercise. It's a practical reset that you can start implementing immediately. The first step of the day is to cut off all distractions. Turn off your phone notifications. Close your laptop. Step away from social media. For the next few hours, you are focusing solely on your identity reset. No interruptions. No excuses. This is your time to prioritize yourself, to rewrite your story, to become the person you were meant to be. Next, take a moment to visualize your new identity. Close your eyes and see yourself as the person you want to be. What do you look like? How do you carry yourself? How do you speak? How do you interact with others? What thoughts are going through your head? Visualization is not a waste of time. It's a powerful tool to program your subconscious mind. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. When you visualize your new identity, you're training your subconscious to believe that this is who you are, and your actions will follow. After visualization, write down your new identity. Not in a notebook you'll never look at again. Write it somewhere you'll see it multiple times a day. On a sticky note on your mirror, on your phone lock screen, on your desk. Write it in the present tense, as if it's already true. I am a disciplined person who shows up for my goals every day. I am a resilient person who bounces back from failure. I am a person who loves and values myself. Writing it down makes it tangible. It turns a thought into a commitment. Now, it's time to take identity-aligned action. Action is the bridge between your new identity and your new life. You can visualize and write down your new identity all you want, but if you don't take action that aligns with it, it's just words. The action doesn't have to be big. It just has to be consistent with who you're choosing to be. If your new identity is I am a reader, pick up a book and read for 10 minutes. If your new identity is I am organized, clean one drawer. If your new identity is I am brave, make one small phone call you've been avoiding. These small actions build momentum. They reinforce your new identity and prove to yourself that you are who you say you are. Throughout the day, check in with yourself. Every time you make a choice, ask yourself, does this align with my new identity? If the answer is yes, do it. If the answer is no, don't. It's that simple. Every choice you make is either reinforcing your new identity or your old one. There is no middle ground. If you're trying to be a disciplined person but you hit snooze 3 times, you're reinforcing your old identity as someone who is lazy or uncommitted. If you get up on the first alarm, you're reinforcing your new identity as someone who is disciplined and reliable. Every choice matters. Every choice is a vote for the person you want to be. Let's address the elephant in the room. What if you slip up? What if you make a choice that doesn't align with your new identity? That's okay. It's not a failure, it's a detour. The difference between someone who succeeds at identity reset and someone who doesn't is how they respond to slip-ups. Do you beat yourself up, revert to your old identity, and quit, or do you acknowledge the slip-up, correct it, and get back on track? Slip-ups are part of the process. They don't define you. Your response to them does. So when you slip up, don't dwell on it. Just say, that's not who I am. and make the next choice aligned with your new identity. Another key point, your environment matters. Your environment is a reflection of your identity, and it also shapes your identity. If you're trying to be a disciplined person but your room is a mess, your environment is sending a message that you're unorganized and uncommitted. If you're trying to be a healthy person but your fridge is full of junk food, your environment is working against you. So part of your identity reset is adjusting your environment to align with your new identity. Clean your space. Remove things that trigger your old habits. Surround yourself with things that remind you of who you're becoming. Your environment should support your new identity, not sabotage it. Let's talk about relationships. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your identity. If you're trying to grow, to change, to become a better version of yourself, but you're surrounded by people who reinforce your old identity, who doubt you, who bring you down, it will be nearly impossible to stick to your new identity. You need to surround yourself with people who align with your new identity, people who support you, who believe in you, who challenge you to be better. If you can't find those people in your current circle, it's okay to distance yourself from those who hold you back. Your growth is more important than maintaining toxic relationships. As the day comes to an end, take a moment to reflect. What choices did you make today that aligned with your new identity? What slip-ups did you have? And how did you respond to them? How did it feel to live as your new self? Even for just one day, reflection is key to solidifying your new identity. It helps you see progress, learn from mistakes, and stay committed. Write down your reflections, what worked, what didn't, what you'll do differently tomorrow. This reflection turns your one-day reset into a lifelong habit. Remember, identity reset is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. One day is enough to start the shift, but it's the daily choices, the daily commitment to your new identity, that will change your life permanently. You don't wake up one day as a new person, you become a new person by choosing to be that person every single day. The day we're talking about today is the foundation. It's the day you stop living by someone else's story and start living by your own. It's the day you take control of your life by taking control of your identity. If you're still watching, that means you're serious about changing your life. You're not here for quick fixes or empty promises. You're here to do the work, to reset your identity, to become the person you were meant to be. So don't let this day be just another day. Don't let this video be just another video. Take what you've learned today and put it into action right now. Start your identity reset today, and tomorrow you'll wake up as someone new, someone stronger, someone more confident, someone who is aligned with the life they want to live. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me your new identity. What story are you going to tell yourself from now on? What person are you choosing to become? Don't be shy, putting it in writing makes it real. And if you found this video helpful, if it gave you the clarity and the courage to reset your identity, hit the subscribe button. I post content every week to help you level up your mindset, your identity, and your life. Don't miss out on the next video. Subscribe now, and let's grow together. See you in the next one.